Hi guys. So I have some encouragement to share, and I'm excited to share it with you. Jesus gave me the okay to share it. So I just want to say that everything spoken by Jesus is important and for a reason. Meaning also every date spoken, because they all have to do with his calendar and helping anyone who is still rejecting him and is left behind during harpazo. It will help them to know his true calendar dates and when to expect certain events in the Great Tribulation. Also, don't mind my hair. I try to do it myself and it looks terrible. But what was I going to say? Oh, so how I came into the revelations that were poured over me yesterday was I had been looking to see what my visions were a year ago yesterday. So the 16th or the 15th also. But I ended up coming across my visions from December 14th of 2023. And one of my first visions was I saw Elijah in heaven. And so in my notes from December 14th of 2023, I shared my visions, and then I shared how I asked for multiple witnesses to pray, and then Jesus gave a message regarding me seeing Elijah. And I had also just seen Enoch maybe a week before that or something. Okay, so as you can see at the top, it says December 14th, 2023. I was typing my visions from the night before, and I'm not gonna read through all my visions, but it says, first it was a man's face. This time I felt in my spirit it was Elijah. It was a close view of his face. And the other one that I had on a different night before then was Enoch, but I was looking through a great ancient wooden heavy door peephole, and I could see Enoch, and he was as if he was waiting to come back to earth or something, kind of pacing around the room in heaven. Okay, so then below my visions, I asked others to pray and confirm it was Elijah this time, and Jesus confirmed through multiple witnesses. I said, okay, we prayed more, and Jesus said, Elijah and Enoch are one and will be one when they are brought to earth. The dial turned back. So he said, the dial turned back last night at midnight. And he says, this is not a future prophecy, this is now. But Jesus speaks in future, okay? And so last year we thought he was talking about a year ago, okay? But I believe from what he's showing me that he was speaking for now, because this message was on 12/14 of 2023, okay? But remember, Jesus said later in the month of December last year, he said that the dial turned back on 12/15, okay? And so how would this message say it did last night when it was the 14th when I wrote this? So that would mean the 13th to 14th at midnight was when the dial turned back. But no, he was speaking for this year. And this year, being that it is a leap year, has the one extra day, making the dial turn back on 12/15 of 2024 midnight to 12/16. Okay, now that the dial has turned back, watch the events unfold, because the pinnacle will break at 3. You're going home, children. I told you you would know. The ice is breaking now, and there is no more time. And the ice can be the firmament, and also in Antarctica. So the ice is breaking now, and there's no more time. That atmosphere is about to shift. That pole is about to shift. We are down for the count. Hours. You're going home, children. Keep your lamps full. So he was telling us back then, because we thought he was speaking about the present time, not speaking in future. He was telling us to keep our lamps full and to make joy continue to reign over his bride. Well, now it makes sense because he knew that we had another, possibly a year to go. You are my bride, but you are my elders, my leaders, so you have to lead. Keep their lamps lit. It has to be the opposite of darkness. Tell them to worship me today, to pray and listen today. I need the darkness covered by my light. You will see why soon. So he was saying you will see why soon because December passed last year, right? You are all shielded from the enemy when it comes to prophecy, meaning in prophecy messages. If I tell you something different than the other person, there is always a reason why. Do not doubt that you hear from me because you all hear from me clearly and correctly. I think at the pause buttons in the way. It won't let me make myself smaller for some reason. Okay, and correctly. The opening up of, it's supposed to say the opening up of the portal has commenced and the enemy has already started their shakedown. By the way, I typed this as Jesus was speaking through Mandy, and there's multiple witnesses of this. And the enemy has already started their shakedown. Well, what's happening right now that wasn't happening last year? The enemy has come out with that drone or UFOs and aliens are real, and they come from the sea, like Leviathan, the king of the beasts of the sea. They have drones everywhere right now, you know, in many of the states that were prophesied through messages. So yeah, this is the shakedown, right? And then he said this last year, Mandy is sleeping because she feels the pregnancy. Well, he did give her like supernatural symptoms last year, but she's physically pregnant in the spirit. I mean, she's physically pregnant now. And okay, so we're not just in the first trimester. In the spirit, we are in full-blown labor about to deliver. So this is Revelation 12 as well. She's tired right now because of the physical. I am supernaturally, so he was talking about this year because of the physical. I am supernaturally holding it so the babies look like her and G in their heavenly bodies, but she still feels the symptoms. This is why she's been sick with nausea and getting headaches and why she is so tired. Because there were 3. Remember Jesus said, pay attention to the 3s? Also, she's feeling the symptoms of 3 babies in the physical. G has been working hard, but she's also feeling the spiritual of the baby about to be delivered. Get excited, children. There's a reason I gave her conjunction 15, which I'm still working on that and trying to figure out what he means by it. But I want you to look at it on 2025. Well, technically, right now, because of the Hebrew New Year, which is in October, they're already in 2025. But I know they don't use our years. So October would be the start of 2025 now. I want you to look at it on 2025, but go through the times. Don't skip the days. Find out when it started in 2025 and when it ends. I'm giving you this gift right now because I need your lamps lit. I'm simply changing my mind because I told you I can do that. He did. In the Bible, he changed his mind too. You deserve it. You have worked so hard to know the day. I'm going to give you the day and shield it from the enemy. I'll have to make a second video, but he said, you are not allowed to share until I tell you to. He just told me to share this, so I don't know what that means.